Welcome back, and I will now be taking you through a bit of education on the role of behavioral assessments and training. Now, what we all want is significantly higher performance from ourselves and the people in our organizations. However, this is not likely if we don't understand the behavior that they bring to the table. We actually communicate our thought by acting it out in speech and body language. It's the only way we have learned as human beings to be able to get the intended results. This means that all actions that we take actually start in our brain. And with daily observations and judgments we make about others, which are really based on their past observed behaviors, which we then internalize through daily interaction. The tool we use, AccuMATCH BI, Behavioral Intelligence Assessments, helps us, especially leaders, to understand each other and behavior in the workplace. This allows us to maximize teamwork, collaboration, communication, and productivity, and it definitely sustains business growth. And what the tool does, it maps out the unconscious neural patterns that show up as behaviors. It highlights the thinking that shapes who we are. Now, there are different programs that come into play once we have discovered the type of blind spots, so the things that may be hurting us and the things that can cause us not to have the optimal results. Programs ranging from 12 weeks to 12 months to help with improving that type of behavior that allows people to act different and to deliver new and better outcomes. It also determines the quality of leadership of managers, business owners, coaches, senior executives, and career focused people in organizations, people who really want to develop themselves and be able to move forward. Now, the key areas that are being assessed are the ability to structure, the adaptability to changes, and also the consideration of others and ourselves. Now, to give you a little bit of how you can understand yourself and your employees better, you can see on the left-hand side what an AccuMatch behavioral intelligence neural map looks like. So this allows you to understand how you compare against the general population, and you can see that in the green band. It allows you to answer some of the key questions that really are needed in order to get better results. So how fast do you execute? Are you the type of person who likes to continuously reflect on something, think about it? Are you the type of person who waits to see if this particular issue is going to be resolved by itself, or are you someone who is very prone to high level of action, wanting things to move ahead and get solved as early as possible? How do you make decisions? Are you more of the type of person who thinks logically? Do you consider your feelings? Are you a combination of both? How fast to take action as well is also something that happens. And what are you motivated by? Are you motivated by moving towards pleasure or away from pain? Your readiness for change. Some people can really move along with change really fast, and some people take a long time to be able to process change. Are you more the type of person who will seek consensus, wanting everyone to agree? Or are you more the type of person who's going to be challenging and pointing out the contrary position to what everyone else is talking about? And how is that helpful or not? Then the learning styles, and the key learning styles. Are you more of a visual learner, an auditory learner, someone who needs to see things black and white in order to make a decision? Or are you a kinesthetic learner, which is learning by doing? What we also measure in this particular assessment is how long does it take you to develop trust? Do you trust people automatically, or does it take consistent efforts by the other person doing it in a specific way in order for you to develop trust in that person? And what is your motivation towards success? Are you the type of person who gets motivated by control? If you control yourself and things around you, you feel really as if you're on the path to success. Is it that you would want very close personal connections and high level of affiliation, belonging to a group in order to feel motivated? Are you really motivated by the achievement of goals? Very important to know for yourself. And then a very key one that people always look out for is, how do you handle pressure and stress? Do you react logically? Do you react emotionally? Is it a combination? And the type of report that you get after doing such an assessment. It's nearly 30 pages, and every single area is gone to in depth so that you can understand yourself better. You can also be mapped along with other people in the organization so that you can see where you might be colliding with someone else, or even where you may be colluding with someone else because you're so similar. And in many organizations, we end up picking the persons who are just like us, when really that's not what is needed. We actually need to fill the gaps in the organization, duplicate what we already have there. You can see again a snapshot of a particular graph. The areas that are within the green are very similar to the general population, whereas the areas that are outside of the green will really show up in your workplace and will really have people looking at you a little bit strange, thinking, hey, this is so far out of the norm. All of this to ensure that you understand clearly how important the mindset is in order for you to get the result that you are seeking. So I trust that you were able to learn a bit more about all these tools that are available that allow you to better understand yourself, because with a better understanding of yourself, you're then better able to understand others.